What's going on, basketball fanatics? Your source for all the hardwood drama is back. And today we're talking about a clash of titans. Well, a titan on the court and a titan on the airwaves. It seems even LeBron James, the king himself, is finding himself in a battle he might just be losing against the one and only Stephen A. Smith. This video dives into the ongoing feud between LeBron and Stephen A. And the video argues that when it comes to the media game, Stephen A. is playing on his home court, and LeBron might be out of his element. The video reminds us that this all started a few weeks ago when LeBron approached Stephen A. before a game to address some comments Smith had made about LeBron's son, Bronny. Now, while LeBron might be used to silencing critics with a stare on the court, the media landscape is a whole different ballgame. This video highlights how Stephen A. thrives on stirring the pot and creating viral content. For him, a confrontation with LeBron is like hitting the jackpot. He even went on First Take and exaggerated the encounter with dramatic flair, claiming LeBron used words not suited for FCC airwaves. Classic Stephen A. The video makes a point that while LeBron's instinct to defend his son is understandable, Bronny is now a public figure as an NBA player, opening him up to commentary, even if it's misguided, and in the arena of debate, especially when the other person isn't even in the same room. Stephen A. Smith is like Wilt Chamberlain putting up crazy numbers. Facts and common sense take a backseat to attitude and volume in his world. This video also mentions LeBron acknowledging on Pat McAfee's show that even talking about Stephen A. just fuels the fire. It's a never-ending cycle of criticism and reaction. Ultimately, this video argues that unlike actual sports, these media feuds have no end. They just keep going, feeding the constant need for hot takes and outrage. And while highlights on the court might fade, these media spats just seem to burn on, leaving everyone feeling a little exhausted and wondering why we even care. So, what do you think? Is LeBron handling this the right way? Or is he playing into Stephen A.'s hands? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more NBA news and media mayhem. This battle is far from over. What's going on, Warriors fans? Your source for all the Dub Nation updates is back. And unfortunately, today we've got some pretty disheartening news coming out of the Bay Area. The Warriors have been dealt a significant blow as Gary Payton II has suffered a torn ligament in his left thumb and is out indefinitely. Ouch. This video breaks down the details of this tough injury, which occurred during the Warriors' recent loss to the Miami Heat. This couldn't have come at a worse time for the Dubs, who are currently battling for playoff positioning in the Western Conference. With a record of 41-31, they're holding on to the 7th spot, but the competition is fierce. This video reminds us just how important Gary Payton II has been to this Warriors team. He's been a pivotal contributor off the bench, bringing energy, hustle, and, most importantly, his lockdown defense. GP2 has averaged 6.6 points, 3.0 rebounds, and 1.3 assists in 58 games this season. But his impact goes way beyond the stat sheet. The video highlights Payton II's stellar play in March, where he was averaging over 20 minutes a game, putting up 11.5 points and 4.0 rebounds while shooting a scorching 46.4% from beyond the arc. He was really hitting his stride, and his absence will definitely be felt on both ends of the court. This video also mentions the Warriors' recent struggles, with back-to-back losses to the Hawks and the Heat. Playing without Steph Curry in the latter games certainly didn't help, but now losing Payton II adds another layer of challenge as the regular season winds down. The video emphasizes that the Warriors' depth will be crucial as they navigate this tough period, with teams like the Cavaliers and Thunder already locking up playoff spots. The urgency is on for the Warriors to solidify their position and make sure they secure a favorable seed. Losing a key role player like Payton II definitely throws a wrench in those plans. So, Warriors fans, how are you feeling about this injury news? How do you think the team will adjust without GP2? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more Warriors updates as they navigate this challenging stretch. Let's hope the rest of the team can step up and hold it down. What's going on, Warriors fans? Your source for the real scoop on the Dubs is back. And while we're celebrating the win against the Pelicans, this game gave us a lot more to chew on than just the final score. Let's dive into 3 key takeaways from Curry's return. This video starts with the obvious: Steph Curry is back. And that's huge. He put up 23 points in 34 minutes, which is fantastic after missing a couple of games. But, as this video points out, it wasn't the prettiest performance. He shot just 7 of 21 from the field and a chilly 5 of 16 from downtown. However, his flurry in the second quarter was absolutely crucial in helping the Warriors claw their way back into the game. Plus, he led the team in assists and steals. So, while he might not be fully satisfied, just having him on the floor made a massive difference. The second big takeaway from this video is the continued strong showing from Jonathan Kuminga. This kid is evolving right before our eyes. While we often see the highlight reel dunks, this game was about the little things. Coach Kerr used him a lot as a screener for Curry, which opened up some efficient offensive opportunities. Kuminga was the only other Warrior in double figures alongside Curry at halftime. And he finished with 16 points and 7 rebounds. The video emphasizes that this kind of performance, focusing on the fundamentals, is the blueprint for Kuminga moving forward. The only worry? He did bang knees late in the game. So let's hope he's alright. Now for the not-so-good news. The Warriors' three-point shooting was, well, let's just say it was rough. This video doesn't hold back. They started the game ice-cold, missing their first 10 attempts from beyond the arc. At halftime, they were shooting just 21.4% from 3. And it didn't get much better in the second half. They ended the night making only 13 of their 55 attempts. A dismal 23.6%. Outside of Curry, Post, and Hield, the rest of the team combined to go just 3 for 24 from deep. This video makes it clear: if the Warriors want to beat better teams in the playoffs, they absolutely have to find more reliable shooters from long distance. So, there you have it. Dub Nation, Curry's back, Kuminga's shining, but the three-point shot needs some serious attention. What were your biggest takeaways from the game? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more in-depth Warriors analysis. We've got a tough road ahead, but let's hope the Dubs can figure things out. What's going on, basketball fanatics? Your source for all the hardwood drama is back. And today we're talking about a clash of titans. Well, a titan on the court and a titan on the airwaves. It seems even LeBron James, the king himself, is finding himself in a battle he might just be losing against the one and only Stephen A. Smith. This video dives into the ongoing feud between LeBron and Stephen A. And the video argues that when it comes to the media game, Stephen A. is playing on his home court, and LeBron might be out of his element. The video reminds us that this all started a few weeks ago when LeBron approached Stephen A. before a game to address some comments Smith had made about LeBron's son, Bronny. Now, while LeBron might be used to silencing critics with a stare on the court, the media landscape is a whole different ballgame. This video highlights how Stephen A. thrives on stirring the pot and creating viral content. For him, a confrontation with LeBron is like hitting the jackpot. He even went on First Take and exaggerated the encounter with dramatic flair, claiming LeBron used words not suited for FCC airwaves. Classic Stephen A. The video makes a point that while LeBron's instinct to defend his son is understandable, Bronny is now a public figure as an NBA player, opening him up to commentary, even if it's misguided, and in the arena of debate, especially when the other person isn't even in the same room. Stephen A. Smith is like Wilt Chamberlain putting up crazy numbers. Facts and common sense take a backseat to attitude and volume in his world. This video also mentions LeBron acknowledging on Pat McAfee's show that even talking about Stephen A. just fuels the fire. It's a never-ending cycle of criticism and reaction. Ultimately, this video argues that unlike actual sports, these media feuds have no end. They just keep going, feeding the constant need for hot takes and outrage. And while highlights on the court might fade, these media spats just seem to burn on, leaving everyone feeling a little exhausted and wondering why we even care. So, what do you think? Is LeBron handling this the right way? Or is he playing into Stephen A.'s hands? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more NBA news and media mayhem. This battle is far from over. What's going on, college basketball fanatics? Your source for all the March Madness mayhem is back. And today we're talking about John CALIPARI'S first season at Arkansas coming to an end in the Sweet 16 after a hard-fought battle against Texas Tech. The final score was 85-83, a tough one to swallow for the Razorback faithful. This video dives into CALIPARI'S immediate reaction after the game. And let's just say, he kept it real. He admitted he felt expletive, but then followed that up by saying this season was as rewarding a year as I've had in all my years. Now, that's saying something coming from a coach with CALIPARI'S pedigree. This video reminds us that the Razorbacks definitely made some noise in this tournament. They pulled off a big upset in the first round, taking down the Kansas Jayhawks, and then followed that up with another impressive win against St. John's to reach the Sweet 16. Not bad for CALIPARI'S inaugural season in Fayetteville. The video highlights some of the key players who stepped up for the Razorbacks this year, including Johnell Davis, Carter Knox, Boogie Fland, and Jonas Adu, all in their first year with the program. It's clear CALIPARI has some talented pieces to work with, and the future looks bright for Arkansas. This video points out that they have Carter Knox and Boogie Fland, both former 5-star recruits, who could be returning for their second season. Plus, CALIPARI is bringing in one of the best recruiting classes in the country. It seems like he's already building a strong foundation for long-term success. This video concludes that while the Sweet 16 loss stings, John CALIPARI and the Arkansas Razorbacks have a lot to be proud of from this season. They exceeded expectations for many, and they've got some serious momentum heading into next year. So, Razorback fans, what are your thoughts on CALIPARI'S first season? Are you excited about the future of the program? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more college basketball news and analysis. Woo Pig Sooie. What's up, hoops heads and lovers of a good old-fashioned media dust up? Welcome back to the channel where we dissect the NBA's biggest storylines. And today, we're diving deep into the ongoing saga between two titans of the game, albeit in very different arenas, LeBron James and Stephen A. Smith. This isn't just about basketball plays anymore, it's a clash of personalities, a battle for narrative control. And according to the article we're breaking down, LeBron might be finding himself on the wrong end of this particular scoreboard. Let's really get into the nuances of this fascinating feud. So, LeBron James, we all know the resume: 4-time NBA champion, 4-time MVP, the league's all-time leading scorer, a global icon. He's used to dominating on the court, controlling the narrative, and generally being the biggest story in the room. But when it comes to his ongoing tiff with Stephen A. Smith, the undisputed heavyweight champion of Hawk takes over at ESPN, the dynamics seem to shift. The article we're looking at argues that LeBron is getting whomped in this battle. And that's a pretty strong statement. To understand why, we need to look at the context of their current beef and really dig into the perspectives of both individuals. Let's start with LeBron. Here's a guy who has been under the microscope since he was a teenager. He's navigated the intense scrutiny of the media for 2 decades. And for the most part, he's done a remarkable job of controlling his image and message. He's fiercely protective of his family. And it's understandable that he would take issue with comments made about his son, Bronny, especially as Bronny navigates his own journey into the NBA world. LeBron's confrontation with Stephen A. likely stemmed from that protective instinct, a father wanting to shield his child from what he perceived as unfair criticism. However, the article suggests that this approach might be outdated in today's media landscape. Now, let's pivot to the world of Stephen A. Smith. He's not just a commentator, he's an institution at ESPN. He's built a massive platform on delivering strong, often polarizing opinions, and he's not afraid to say what's on his mind, sometimes in a very dramatic fashion. His style isn't for everyone, but there's no denying his influence and the size of his audience. The article cleverly compares his opinionated nature to the ocean being damp, highlighting the sheer volume and unwavering conviction with which he delivers his takes. When LeBron confronted him publicly, he essentially walked into Stephen A.'s arena, a place where generating buzz and sparking debate is the name of the game. In that environment, LeBron's attempt to silence or control the narrative might have inadvertently backfired, giving Stephen A. more fuel for his fire. This whole situation also shines a light on the ever-evolving relationship between athletes and the media. In the pre-social media era, athletes often relied on traditional media outlets to disseminate information and control their image. But the rise of platforms like Twitter, Instagram, and even athlete-owned media companies has given athletes a direct line to their fans. Bypassing traditional gatekeepers, LeBron himself has been a pioneer in this space, using his platform to speak directly to his audience and control his own narrative. So, why engage in a public feud with someone like Stephen A. Smith? Perhaps it's a recognition of the continued influence of traditional media. Or maybe it's a strategic decision to address what he perceives as harmful or unfair commentary on a large platform. The article also astutely points out the self-perpetuating nature of these media spats in the age of social media. A comment is made, a response is issued, and then the cycle continues, amplified by fan reactions and the constant demand for fresh content. LeBron even seemed aware of this when he discussed the incident on Pat McAfee's show, knowing that his words would likely just give Stephen A. more material. It's a never-ending loop that can sometimes feel more like entertainment than actual insightful discussion. We, as viewers, often get caught in the middle, scrolling through endless tweets and hot takes, trying to make sense of it all. Let's inject a bit of humor into this. Can you imagine the internal memos flying around ESPN after LeBron's initial confrontation? Maybe they were popping champagne bottles, knowing the ratings were about to skyrocket. Or perhaps LeBron's PR team was having an emergency meeting, trying to figure out the best way to de-escalate the situation. It's all speculation, of course, but it's fun to imagine the behind-the-scenes dynamics at play when two such prominent figures clash publicly. Ultimately, the back-and-forth between LeBron James and Stephen A. Smith highlights the complex and sometimes contentious relationship between athletes and the media in the modern era. It raises questions about the responsibility of commentators, the sensitivity of athletes, and the role that public opinion plays in shaping these narratives. Is Stephen A. just doing his job, providing commentary and analysis, even if it's sometimes critical? Is LeBron justified in defending his family and pushing back against perceived negativity? There's no easy answer, and it likely depends on your own perspective and who you're rooting for in this media showdown. So, who do you think is ultimately winning this battle for public opinion? Is LeBron's attempt to defend his son resonating with fans? Or is Stephen A.'s ability to generate headlines and dominate the news cycle giving him the edge? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more in-depth sports analysis, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of the ongoing drama in the NBA world. We'll catch you in the next one. What's up, basketball fans? Today, we're diving into some juicy sound bites from LeBron James's recent appearance on The Pat McAfee Show. King James didn't hold back, and this video is serving up all the highlights. First up, the GOAT debate. As this video reminds us, LeBron has always shown immense respect for Michael Jordan. He even wore number 23 as a tribute. But apparently, these two legends aren't exactly hitting up each other's birthday parties. LeBron thinks that will change once he retires, joking that MJ is too competitive right now and doesn't want to talk to him while he's still playing and his name is constantly mentioned alongside Jordan's. Then, things got a little spicy. This video highlights LeBron's hilarious take on ESPN's Brian Windhorst, who has covered LeBron since high school. LeBron playfully mocked Windhorst, calling him his best ***ing friend, with a clear tone of sarcasm, adding that these reporters are just weird. Shots fired. But the drama didn't stop there. As this video points out, LeBron also addressed his recent on-court chat with Stephen A. Smith. Apparently, LeBron was upset about how Smith had been talking about his son, Bronny. LeBron said Smith missed the entire point of their conversation and even joked about how excited Smith would be that LeBron was talking about their feud on TV. You know Stephen A. is loving this. This video also touches on LeBron's thoughts on the trade that brought Luka Doncic to the Lakers. While he acknowledged it must have been a shock for Luka, LeBron reiterated that Luka needs to be himself for the Lakers to reach their full potential. Finally, this video reminds us that LeBron even took a jab at older NBA players who doubt he could excel in previous eras, confidently stating, "Come on, I would be able to play in any era." And with his record-breaking career, it's hard to argue with that. So, what do you think about LeBron's candid interview? Were you surprised by anything he said? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more NBA news and LeBron updates.